Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer1745 with testing Third Reich Events to work with Black Ice 10.51. Seeing how it's going, learning what I still need to fix, do, change, modify, whatnot. Looking at the new structure for resources here, seeing how that's working. But before we get into that, I know I just said it at the end of the last video, but if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, post a comment below. That's how we make things better, both the stream better, the streams and videos better, and well as making the mods better. Well, so far we're building up a lot of resources. Radios have advanced, very good. Wrong one. That. Electronic. We will stop that. And now, oh well, now we need to come here. We'll do early. Well, these are mostly 1937 techs. Since I really don't need any of these or these things early now, we want to wait until the right year. Switzerland. Yes, you may have metal. Yes. The Nazis need their school. Okay, yes. Yes. South Africa wants metal. Waiting for that, either that 6% penalty to go away or the 26% penalty to go away, and then we'll do one or more of those forming of the Kampfgruppe fighter squadrons, basically, or bomber squadron. So we'll just keep going. There'll be an autosave here in just a moment. Pause. We give them fuel for money. Okay, it's a little bit of fuel, a little bit of money. Fine. Heat wave of 1936. Yes, you can have energy. Keep our popularity up. Banned heavy industry. Königsberg. That'll be up here. Good. We're already expanding our regular industry there. Horse vessel. The horse vessel. So you do it because CBAD Pora that we're building there. We got TRE building minus 6%. So yeah, TRE costs the players a lot. For all that it gives you, it costs a lot. All right. So does chat have any thoughts on money or resource or or supplies or so? Okay, I'm serious. If you're contemplating playing this and right now the only one we currently really control as a mine here is here with zinc. And so it's going to take 6 months to get it, they say approximately. It costs us a big chunk of money. Should it cost money? Should it cost supplies? That's what a lot, not all, because we can see here the TRE start down by 10%. That'll go away in a while. And TRE building minus 6%. That'll go away in a short while. I forget, it was like 30 days or whatever it was. Should it have a reduction to your ICs? Should it have a cost? A lot of events cost supplies in TRE, or should it cost money? What or a combination? What do you guys think it should cost to expand mines under? Okay, supplies and money. Fuel, research progress, okay. We'll get that. Right, okay. I could see that. What I have done for TRE, is for a lot of these buildings in here that you come here, you do the monumental architecture, and then you pick, which one we want to get. Okay, what I've done for this is, let's say that Palace of Justice was just, we'll put out some numbers here. Well, let's just say it was 2,000 gold or 2,000 money and 20,000 supplies. So I went in to the files and I removed a zero, so it's 200 money, but I added 10,000 more supplies. So instead of 20,000 supplies, it now costs 30,000 supplies. So it still costs some money, but only 10% of the money it cost before. And I didn't double, but I put like half again the cost in supplies to because I'm not trying to make TRE you get these cheap easy, it's cheap easy. No, I wanted to cost, but I moved the cost to manufacturing of supplies. And I also check to make sure you have enough supplies, so you can't just deficit spend and have it go away. So I highly recommend building extra supplies to have enough in the pool to affect these kind of things. So I went through to a lot of these different ones and radically, normally by 90%, remove their money costs, but switching it over to supply cost. Okay, Harmony. So the Black Ice team decided to ruin Germany nuke research through nerf effort. I have not. I normally don't pay attention to the nukes, so I did notice that this changed. I don't have a point of comparison. I'm sorry. I really cannot intelligently comment on what's going on that way. And a temporary manpower reduction. Now, I do things like that for, Pina Mundi, that you get a temporary manpower reduction and then you get it back. I do that for some events, so I could do that. Just creates having another event that then gives it back. And howdy to you too, the Bear Jew. Because, like I say, it's not submarine hull advance, not to make Germany easier, just to make it more historical as I understand the history, as I understand the economics, as it is then translated into the game. I mean, we're definitely translating stuff into the game, and I'm sure that we're getting stuff wrong. Sometimes I sort of kind of know it, but don't necessarily know the right answer. Other times I think I'm right, but I just may be wrong on my choices that I make. Let's do truck reliability. And we have a little more, and we'll do also motorized support units. And what are we going to for? Oh, is that a 38 technology? Yeah, it's 38. I didn't see part of it there, so I thought it was a 36. Could do 37 technologies, but I'm going to wait a little bit on some of that, I think. I really don't do a lot of strategic attacking. I still may research that, but I really don't do much of it. Not that you should or shouldn't, I just don't tend to. As Germany, particularly. Small warship engines. Yeah, let's do that. Have you ever developed nukes in Hoi 3 or 4 game and use them? I don't think I ever have. I honestly don't think I ever really have. I normally just try to build great conquering armies and, do it that way. So I just made I talked about it last week, and I edited out the talk that I did about nukes in World War II and released it on Friday, which very few people have watched. So if you want to have my thoughts on that, you can just look on my YouTube channel, and I go into what I thought Germany was doing including talking about Japan as well. Broadcasting advanced, very good. So I'm not going to do it again today. But if you're interested in my thoughts on it, check that out sometime. I'll talk about it, I'm sure, again, especially if I read or watch a new biography, or not biography, but new documentary or something that adds to my thoughts on it or something. I will surely come back to it again. Well, I know I'm taking too much time to. Well, last time I didn't think I was going to get very far in my play, and I'm in Barbarossa, and I'll make at least some more episodes there on that. But eventually I'll give up on that playthrough for a proper playthrough of this. I have dev nuked one time to boom New York and Washington, but after that, never. Oh, you watch it? Well, cool. Very cool. Okay, so do we have... Nope, nothing new there. Though I did notice they've added this here. I don't think that was uranium was there before. Maybe it wasn't, I just didn't pay attention. I'm not sure. Hydrophones, water phones. Yes. Oh, we'll let that continue. It's a 36 technology now. Portugal. Yes, you can have energy, Portugal. Sure, please. Okay, the TRE building penalty has gone away. We still have the other spawn, which I'm hoping to get 40 go. Oh, well, we just lost the 10. The other one, or whatever, yeah. Okay, submarine engine advance, which needs to be stopped. Okay, and long range submarines. Okay. Now, I'm going to push ahead early. Well, not terribly early, but a little early with those. If we put more in production, I'll just be a little more advanced early on. Is that enough supplies? Let's push this a little higher. Build a fake lake, or not fake, it's a real lake, but man-made lake. The TRE sometimes gives you a choice on some of those events, sometimes not. As I progressed making the mod, I gave more and more choices to do that, but they have a negative penalty if you don't do them. You know, the sort of civilian type things. Okay, mass advance. That is under nation here. Stop that. Okay, high density alloys advance. That is here. Okay, good. Well, I think we'll do some of the, oh, well, that's a 36, so we'll do basic tank ammunition. But we'll also do short barrel. Good. No, we're not buying. Cool. Now we have TRE building because of the March C thing, but it'll go away shortly. Okay, well, we'll do this, but we've just, well, lost some. Okay, let's do one of these now. Yeah, minus 3.3%. ICs. And just for your information, they are, those events or those costs are scaled based upon your ICs, at least at the time, the IC levels at the time of triggering them, that is. Okay, basic education advance. 39, so we'll undo that. We'll move it to the 36 for advanced education. All right, in June already. Good. West Wall program. If you want the West Wall, you either with TRE, because if you notice, TRE starts, removes some of the pre-built elements in the Rhineland, that part. If you want it, either if you want to build it yourself by coming in here and clicking fortress levels, fine. Then do no wall for the Reich, or if you just don't want a wall. But if you want it, you have to start the building program here. And that program is a long-term program. And it has multiple stages. Broadcasting. Let's look at new season. General Walter Wever. And he dies. He has an 80% chance of dying. Okay, so now, yes, we will. Okay, we have, I really looked historically in the Reichsrat House Funk, the big building. You saw it quickly in an event that I skipped through very quickly. I really feel Germany in 36 should start out with small entertainment shows, with heroic tales, and with small news and politics. So you get those basically for free, because those are pre-existing by the time 1936 rolls around. You see the expansion of the program, also elements there with the people's receivers, the sort of cheap radio receivers that they want to get in every household. That is the program of the Nazi Party, is to get it in every household as cheaply as possible. So all of that combined makes me go, yeah, you get those for free. But the rest you got to go. And it's sort of, Britain gets 2 of them. They get, I think it's entertainment shows and small news and politics for the BBC. So you just don't see the event. It happens. I think right now, because we really don't need, national unity and ruling party support could be good. Let's look at our current. Currently we're doing fairly well here at 51%. So we're going to we're going to increase our money and reduce our war and peacetime goods. We currently are not needing that. Yeah, we're currently not needing that. Because I think in the times past, I've gone over to war economy early on, and that was really helpful. So I think we're going to go news and politics. Yeah, because that more ruling party support, that'll be good. So we'll do that. Yeah, Harmony. Well, on that, you can come here. You can go to war economy, and that will go from needing 20% plus 20% consumer goods, which we don't need that. If you go to full, you're going to go 25% more than 20%, to a total of 45%. For a 15% boost in ICs. And the last time I did it, it gave me the more ICs for sure, but it gave me enough more consumer goods that was greater than the actual number of ICs. So where if you wait till the war, it's better. So yeah, I sort of done the math, if you will. It is better not to have it. At least I think so. Okay. Schweitzer National Front. This is sort of an informational one. You'll have a choice of what's going on. This is the Swiss National Front. It was a National Socialist organization in Switzerland. Swiss law before this time period, I think around 32, 33, outlaws foreign political symbols. So for the National Socialists in Switzerland, they go to an older style Swiss flag that goes all the way, the cross goes all the way to the edges. And then they also sort of have this sort of spike mace superimposed upon the cross for a metal pin badge. And this is one of the guys in charge of the organization. We will see more of that and more choices to make. That was just sort of informational. Yeah, it is sort of Germanic. But it also bans communist symbols and anything that the Swiss government deems to be a foreign symbol. It bans. Okay, monumental architecture. Okay, we could do mountain warfare equipment. And TRE goes pretty in depth now because it's even increased from before into dealing with Switzerland. There are some events going on. Not necessarily now, but between now and through to about 1944 or 45. Some of them you will not see, but they're there and they do affect the game. Not every one of them. Let's see, seaport capacity here. And that is right. We'll stop that for the moment. We're going to start improving some of our aircraft. Seaport level 1. Okay, until September. 5%. I might reduce those costs. I don't. Because I don't, 5%. ICs for a 1% bonus. Money and resources, basically for more trade. I don't know. Let it go. The Sudetendeutsches Partei, another basic informational event that starts. We will have a decision to make in a while, but starts the sort of event chain dealing with Czechoslovakia and Germany, with the leading up to the Sudeten German question elements. And I've also, if you were here at the beginning of this, you saw some of the starting events for the Anschluss is already. And I very much with TRE build the groundwork like you confirming von Papen as being special ambassador, if you will, to Austria. It really pushes, you know, um, your peaceful Anschluss with Austria. And so you have that going. You have stuff with Switzerland. You have stuff going with Czechoslovakia already. All three of those things are just, I mean, some are just sort of informational starting, but they're going to start. Later on, you'll see some stuff that will come about that starts pushing on Poland, and all of that's going on there. Sentry boxes for the SA. I will, if you ever find a real historical period photo of one of these, a color historical photo of one of these sentry boxes, because that is all red except for the black swastika and the white circle there. I'd love to have an iffy. This is sort of an iffy photo of black and white. I figure they've got to exist somewhere. A color photo of that. I'd love one of those. And my bounty will be, I'll make two events to go into Third Reich events for you of your sort of basic choice. And if they're good events, they'll go into the standard game, but I'll at least make it a version for you if you want. That's your bounty if you ever find one of those photos. And I just want a good scan of the photo. You don't have to like send me the real actual photo. Because there was a fair amount of color photography going on. I've just yet to see someone that snapped a glossy red sentry box. Okay, so we're doing pretty good at getting these things built. Okay, no, we're getting money from South Africa, but we're still building up a good amount of money. Save this here just before the autosave, I know. But we're going to save it right here and then continue. Okay, good auto saving. Okay, we've got way too many spies, so let's reduce these down just to trick a little once it gets a bit lower. Yeah, okay. We're going to do assault gliders just to do it. And light bomb. There we go. Keep the Luftwaffe well equipped. Okay, we're down to medium popularity. We got small warship anti-submarine warfare advance. Is that something I need to? Yes. Deal with. Okay. Okay, Italy annexes, conquers and annexes Ethiopia. Okay, so this is costing us 2,000 supplies. for that. 100th or 1000th anniversary of Henry I's death, and manpower back from building Peenemünde Test Center. Ordering the battleship. I thought we had. What do we have down here? Okay, Scharnhorst and Eisenhower. Okay. Yeah, I just want to. Okay, so that puts that in the production queue. Okay, so we've lost small news and politics and gone to news and politics. So from 0.1% plus for 0.1 for national unity, we're going to 0.02. We're ruling party support from 6% to 12%, and we also have territorial pride now. Okay, and we've lost medium popularity, and we've got high popularity back. That is a good thing. Let's do the aircraft first. Yeah. How many Dutch things do you have in TRE? Very, very little. I don't even know if I have any. I've collected well, maybe I have something dealing with the NSKK during occupation. I've been collecting stuff for the Dutch, but I've never really gone in and built an event chain dealing with the Dutch. It's definitely something worthy of doing, but it would take, I don't. Sometimes I do a one-off event or something for sure, but I really try to figure out an event chain with a, goal, objective. Steel armor casting. Industry here. Okay, we'll let that continue. Secretary of Public Information. So, what, Arno, would a Dutch event chain look like? What would the events be? What effects would they have in the game? Now, realize to a point that we're focusing on like Germany's relationship with the Netherlands or something like that, as opposed to just simply a Dutch thing. Oh, that's true. We do have the Venlo incident, but isn't that more? Is that the Dutch or is that? Yeah, no, that is the Dutch. That is the Dutch. Yes, I was thinking Belgium. No, that is Dutch. We do have that. You're right about that, Arno. And yes, you have metal. We're getting close to the Spanish Civil War, I think. I guess to a point, I think about. We'll do this now. The Venlo is more of a thing dealing with Fall Gelb and whatnot. That's a real photo from the period, but I don't know if that's a photoshopped photo from the period. But if they did get those two Zeppelins next to each other, that would be an impressive sight, I'm sure. Well, I don't know what more should there be, Arno. I really just don't know right offhand. Okay, industrial zone organization. At least not right off the top of my head right now. And I sort of need to know what to look for. Okay, the July agreement. Okay. Kurt Schesnig, that's who I was trying to remember before. Chancellor of Austria gave up his anti-Nazi program, and on July 11th, July 11th, 1936, he signed the Austro-German agreement, which, among other concessions, allowed the release of Nazi Party members from internment camps imprisoned since the failed coup d'etat in 1934, and the inclusion of 2 National Socialists in his cabinet. Now, I made this event a long time ago. This is one of the very early events for TRE, looking at Germany and Austria and whatever, and its improved relationship. But that is really the work. This whole thing comes about because of Franz von Papen, the former vice chancellor to Hitler, and before that, the former chancellor of Germany. He was a Catholic German. That's particularly why he was sent to Austria, being a Catholic German country. Hitler Youth rides bicycles in other countries. I'm sure nothing bad would come from that. Okay, so let's see. Not going to do the postpone mine thing, but the rest. What I think we're going to do is start out, do the Imperial University as the first one. And we're going to build this. And this is like one of the things you see here. It says minus 200 money, minus 35,000 supplies, gain 2 in dissent. That not, well, maybe universities add more dissent to your country, but that's, I think, really more of just the idea of you've got to try to pay maybe to remove the dissent, put in supplies. I mean, I did shift because it had been 2,000 money, gone down to 200, but I added, I forget exactly for that event, but I added a bunch of supplies. You can go in and look. We still don't need any there, and hopefully that will go, yeah, it'll go down without us adding more to it. Okay, so advanced education advancement. Okay, that's, oh no, that's just from the universities, I think. Troop ship flotillas. Let's come here. We'll do engines first. Army HQ's advance, that is this one. And we'll come over here and move that to there, as it were. Okay, yeah, I know I've talked about her and him last playthrough. We could do some more research. Let's move it to intelligent aircraft armament. Oh, maybe even more. We had a Rito here. Okay, oh, we can go all the way to 41. And a half. So what we're going to do for the half? Well, let's do close air support prototypes. Okay, we still have a lot of extra spies, so we're going to use them to, well, we've caught 7 spies in our country. Let's see, so far we've not stolen any techs yet, but we'll see what we can do. More HQs are advancing. Nice. Spanish Civil War. They get to have a civil war. Good thing they're being civil to each other. Which probably allows us to intervene. Okay, let's see if we can sell some supplies to like the Soviet Union here. Okay. That looks like a good time. Giant infrastructure projects. And the Soviet Union accepted. Well, we will want 4-engine transport planes, so let's start researching that. Hey John, how you doing? I'm doing rather well. Okay, we're learning how to do cavalry exploitation. We'll let that continue. Hungary, what is Hungary? What? Energy, yay. Well, don't know what I should be talking about right now. Okay, we're no longer receiving money from France. And we can give Romania some metal, certainly. Very good to hear, John. Why is it giving me this postpone our mine? Does not have mines postponed. Well, I don't want to postpone my mines. Okay, we're still just at 3 there. Okay, yeah, we're going to keep building more supplies because we've had a big hit to that. Hmm. Come on, something happened. Something happened good. I mean, no, an event happened. A decision needs to be made. Okay, stormtrooper tactics, though these are the World War I type. Yeah, we'll let that continue. Knocked the Amazonian, Knight of the Amazons. Nazis having Nazi parties, however you want to say that. So we're slowly building up officers, which is good. We're reducing our, slowly, but we're reducing our dissent. We've got 100% national unity. We've got a fairly good popularity. Soviet Union decided to go in for show trials. No, we've gone down to medium popularity. 3 consonants in the day. I need to update the text. Spanish Civil War. Yes, we shall break the Reds. We'll do reorganizing the War Ministry. Another heavy factory in Hanover. Very good. Hanover is here. Okay, well, since now that we have a heavy industry there, let's do that. Let's come down here and move that to the top. Yes, you may have energy. Franco may have energy. Okay, traffic police. We all love traffic police, don't we? I'm sure we'd especially love Nazi traffic police. Armor plate thickness. And yes, I'm being sarcastic. Well, yeah, let's come down here and continue our aircraft advancement types. Right, let's save this. Well, I'm quite pleased so far with what's been going on, with how well TRE is working. Like I mentioned earlier in the stream, don't know that everyone was there watching that. We've done work to upgrade units of the Third Reich to work with Black Ice 10.51 and TRE and together. So I will I need to package that up still, but see about releasing that. It changes nothing with units of the Third Reich. It just, what they did, I guess it was for either, well, probably stability reasons, is what the big sort of mess up for that. I mean, there was a couple of things, but the big one was they've now taken a lot of the units given by events, orders of battle, these kind of things given by events, putting in the unit files into different national subcategories. So like all the German ones are in units subdirectory GER, for Germany and whatnot, and do those different things. So we had to move them from just the generic place to the where Black Ice is looking for the ones that Black Ice already looks for. So we just had to do some sort of housekeeping, basically, not changing any intent of his mod for it, because Alexei is, at least I haven't seen him around for a while. So we're updating his mod a bit to work with it, but without changing that. And so we'll release that as well in time. But otherwise, things are going really well. I'm going to thank you all for getting this far into the video. Really do appreciate it. See you next time for even more, yes, more Hearts of Iron.